Hi and welcome to Elin's Reading Live, and I'm doing the mid-year book Freakout tag. um, the first question is, best book you've read so far this year? For me, that would be Crooked Kingdom by Lee Bardugo. It's a sequel to Six of Crows, a fantasy book, and I love these characters so much. I just don't know, it was action-packed and great in every way. Yes. I didn't want to pick Crooked Kingdom again. But this the best sequel you read so far this year, so I went with Battle of the Labyrinth by Rick Riordan. It's the fourth book in the Percy Jackson series, and yeah, they're in a labyrinth, and I thought that was really cool. And I love Percy and Annabelle, and what's he called? And Grover. Everyone in these books are related to gods, the Greek gods, and it's pretty cool. A new release that you haven't read yet but want to is Tell Me How You Really Feel by Amina Meisafi. It's a hate to love romance with two girls, and I'm so excited to read it. But I have to wait till my library gets it. My most anticipated book of the next half of the year is Supernova by Marissa Meyer, which is the third book in the Renegades trilogy, and Ninth House by Lee Bardugo. My biggest disappointment so far is A Map of Days by Ransom Riggs, which is the fourth book in the Miss Peregrine Homes for Peculiar Children series. It's like it was supposed to be a trilogy, but then he added on one book, and I thought it was pretty boring, actually. And I was hoping that it would be really good, but I only gave it like a low 3 stars. My biggest surprise is the Goodnight Stories for Rebel Girls. I just didn't know that I would like it so much. It's information about important and smart and women that have done great things. And then there's an illustration, and I was really inspired by it. It's like telling people that girls can do anything, and it was really beautiful. My favorite new author is Lee Bardugo, author of Six of Crows and Crooked Kingdom and the Shadow and Bone trilogy. They used to be called the Crochet trilogy. And I didn't read any of her books before this year, so I read the whole of the Shadow and Bone trilogy and the Six of Crows duology this year. I really fallen in love with with Lee Bardugo, and also I read The King of Scars. Yeah, that I gave 4 stars. So she's my favorite author because I really love her characters and world and her writing. I just really like her. And my newest fictional crush is around the Six of Crows duology. Cass. He's so awesome and good looking and very smart. Yeah, I have a little crush. My newest favorite character is Frances from Radio Silence. She just goes out of her way to help her friend Aled when he's in a dark place. And I think she's just a really good friend. And I really like her character. And then the next question is the book that made you cry. And I didn't remember crying that much this year in books, but I did in Wicked Kingdom. I couldn't really find another answer, but yeah, I'm not gonna spoil it, but there's a really sad moment in this book. A book that made me happy is Nevermore, The Trials of Morgan Crow by Jessica Townsend. It's magical and whimsical, and it's just really like happy book. I don't know. It made me happy because it was so whimsical and fun to read and just such a happy story. And my favorite book to movie adaptation this year, I haven't actually watched any new ones, sadly. And my favorite video that I've made so far this year, well, I haven't made that many, I'm sorry about that, but it will have to be my unhaul because I love watching unhauls. So yeah, it was fun to make. And the most beautiful book I bought so far this year is this one. It's a Swedish classic, Gösta Berlings saga by Selma Lagerlöf, and it has the gold edges and like gold foiling, and it's just so beautiful. And it's a really old book as well. I just love the gold and the red together. It's so beautiful. The last question is, what books do you want to read before the end of the year? For me, that's Truly Madly Guilty by Leanne Moriarty, which is a thriller. I just have been in the mood to read this. And then we have a library book, Defy Me by Taher Mafi, which is what's it called? The Shadow Me series. This is a new book in that series that I'm excited to read. This is the fifth book in the series. It was supposed to be a trilogy, but then they added on Restore Me, which I read and liked a lot. And then this is the fifth one, Defy Me. So I'm really excited to read it because the last book ended up such a cliffhanger. And also Children of Blood and Bone by Tomi Adeyemi, which I feel like I should have read by now because it's so hyped and stuff, but I want to do so before the end of the year. These are the books that I own that I mentioned in this video. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!